Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So first we're going to go ahead and start off with our brows. Per usual, we are going to go ahead and use our Anastasia brow wiz, and we're going to line the bottom parts of our brow. And then we're going to go ahead and line the top. Right now we're just creating a guideline for where we are going to use our dip brow and brow pen. So, you just gotta check your brows, make sure they look like twins and not cousins. This day they kind of look like close cousins, close enough. But you gotta have a little dance session as you do your makeup. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I love listening to music when I do my makeup. I feel like I'm just such in my zone. So now we're gonna go ahead and use the Anastasia pomade and the color dark brown. And we're just going to use that from the middle towards the end of our brow, and then we're going to use the brow pen to make hair-like strokes towards the front of our brow. And of course, what you do to one brow, you have to do to the other. Don't forget to also use your spoolie to brush out that product and to just make it look a little bit more seamless. Now we're going to go ahead and take a concealer and clean up the bottom portion of our brows. If I'm not mistaken, I think I cleaned up the top as well. Just to make sure, yep, I went ahead and cleaned up the top just to be sure that our brows just look very crisp. And then I went ahead here and I took the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel to go ahead and set the little brow hairs that I have. Set them and just make sure that they stay in place. And then here I'm just doing the same thing to the other side. Starting off with the Anastasia dip brow, I went ahead and put that from the middle of my brow to the end, and then use the brow pen on the front part of my brow. Now we're just, perfecting that shape, making it to our liking. Sorry guys, I do have a little bit of a cold. So now I'm going to go ahead and start priming my face. I did use the Farsali, I think this is their silk canvas. I'm not too sure, but I'll go ahead and have everything listed down in the description box below. So I'm just using that just to prep my face so that has some time to sit on my skin. And then now I'm going to use my P.Louise base because we are going to go into some shadows. We're doing a soft glam look today, an all matte look. I think this is my first all matte look on my channel. So now we're just blending all of that out. And then here comes the boyfriend and the baby. And, you know, I'm just blending that out. Blend, blend, blend. You already know when it comes to shadow, the number one thing I stress the most is blending. Blending is very important. And then here comes Iman making her debut. Yes, she is walking now. Yes, she is. So first, we're going to go ahead and go into the P.Louise, the Secret Center palette. And the first shadow that I'm using is the shadow called Fling. And I just go ahead and focus that on my crease. My upper crease area, you can say. And then I'm just blending that out, blending it to my liking, just to be sure that it looks as seamless as possible. It's the dance moves for me, y'all. Now I'm taking the color S and M. I will have that down in the description box below. And I'm just packing that color on my lid. Cause like I said, I was really going for like a soft glam look. And then I'm just buffing it out, buffing out those edges just to make sure it looks a lot more seamless. Then I wanted the shadow to have a little bit more depth, so I did go ahead and use the color Obsession, and I used that on the outer V, and then I did bring that into the crease area. I did feel like I lost some of that soft pink color, so I went ahead and patted that back on. Y'all, again, I'm so sorry for my little stuffy little nose that I have, but I have been fighting a cold for a few days, so that's why I'm so late to the party with this video. But yes, I am feeling much better now. So, and then here you see I'm just going in with different brushes, well, with my blending brushes, and just adding color. I always stress to you guys that it's easy to add and it's harder to take away. So just start off little by little and just add. You know, do a little pose, see the vision, and just keep going. So then I did use that color Obsession on my lash line because like I said, I wanted more of a soft glam look. And when I think of soft glam, I don't necessarily think of black liner. I think more so of like a nice warm deep brown liner, but I don't literally have like a liner, so I just use my eyeshadow in place of it. And then now I'm just, you know, covering up the planets that decided to come on my face. And I'm just using my foundation, you already know. Brushing away those little any little shadow that fell on, you know, the top of my cheek. And I mainly focus my foundation on the lower half of my face, and then I'll go ahead and spray my brush with some Morphe setting mist to help blend out my help blend out my foundation. I use very little product on my forehead because that's where I mainly use my bronzer, and mainly use my bronzer on my forehead. And then now I'm going in with my TooFaced concealer. I think I use my TooFaced foundation this day as well. And then here I am using my concealer on the inner portion of my eye and on the outer portion of my eye, on the bridge of my nose, and around, like on the top part of my mouth. And then guys, you gotta let your concealer sit a little bit, let it get a little thick, a little dry, so that you get the most coverage. So what we're doing now is we're basically using less product, but to get the most coverage. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Y'all, I was having too much fun this day. Too much fun. Now I'm just using one of my blending brushes to blend out my chin concealer. And then also I use my foundation brush to go over those edges just to make it look a little bit more blended. I don't know if you guys noticed in this video that I don't use any beauty blenders. Just strictly brushes, because for me, I feel like I get the best blend and I get the most use of my product, because like I said before, beauty blenders are really good, but you do use a lot more product because it soaks up a lot of product. So now I use less product, and I just use less product, and it just works better for me. Right now my mind went a little blank, so I don't really know how to explain it. Well, I do know how to explain it, but y'all know what I mean. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set everywhere that I place concealer. I do not bake. I don't know. So for me, baking is like a hit or miss for me sometimes. So I just stop baking and I just stick to setting my my concealer and my face. So I set my under eyes. I just go ahead and concentrate that powder right under my eyes and just tap it in. And then I'm doing the same thing to my nose. Not letting it sit for too long and brushing it away. And then I set around my nose and my chin, and everywhere that you place a cream, you have to set it with powder. And then now I'm going in with my bronzer. You already know, the Fenty bronzer in Coco. And I'm just bronzing up my face and my cheekbones, bringing back that color to my face. Go ahead and contour my nose a little bit. And then now I'm going in with some blush. A Juvias palette. I think this is the number 2 palette for the blush. So I did feel like I put a little bit too much blush. So I just went over it with my face powder from Sephora. And then now I'm adding that Obsession color to my lower lash line, just to give my eyes a little bit more depth. Now we're just going ahead and adding some mascara to our lower lashes and our top lashes as well, because we will be adding some falsies, honey. You know we don't go anywhere without our falsies, okay? To me, falsies put the look together. If you don't know what falsies are, those are fake lashes. They just make a look for me. And then here, I taught you guys about this trick where you put your glue on your lash line. You also put it on the lash band as well, but by doing this, your lashes will definitely stick to your eyes way better. This will just be a way easier process for you when it comes to putting on your lashes. And then now while I'm waiting for the lash glue to dry and get tacky, I was gonna outline my lips. Guess not, girl. So I waited for it to get a little tacky and then I just went ahead and popped on those lashes. Do you see how easily that lash just went on? Like, it just literally just popped onto my eye. And then you want to pinch it together. That's why we put on the mascara before, so that our regular lashes can blend with our false lashes. I actually love this look. I think this look came out so nice. This is actually my first time trying an all matte look, an all soft glam look. And I think this look came out fire. Loved it. Now we're going to go ahead and go in with our MAC pencil. I think this either is cork or chestnut, but I think this one is chestnut because it's a little bit deeper. So I went ahead and lined my lips. Top and bottom. I did shade them in a little bit, just a little bit. You know, kind of give it like that ombre look effect. And then I went ahead and used my Fenty Gloss Bomb, honey. Yes, keeping the lips real simple. Fenty Gloss Bomb, and then that's it. Kind of got some on my tongue. You know, pop, blop, blop, blop. You know the deal, girl. I did use a brush, you know, to blend them in a little bit better with each other. I did use, now I'm looking at it, I did use one of Maybelline's new glosses that they have. And I used, it's like a pinky shade, and then I also used their clear one as well. I'll have those listed in the description box down below. Okay, you guys, and that's the finished look. You know, your girl gonna take off her little headband, fix her hair. And yes, you guys, that is the finished look. I love this look. This look came out so good. And this is in real time, you guys. This is no edits, no beauty filter, nothing. This is the raw footage. Love you guys so much, and thank you guys for watching. Bye.